Hi, I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today I want to take you shopping with me to one of my favourite craft shops, Crafter's Companion in Dobby's Garden Centre in Chesterfield. Now Crafter's Companion has been going for, it's probably about 18 years now, something like that. And I remember when they first launched the first product that they brought out, which is the Crafter's Companion Ultimate Board, which is something that you'll have seen me using in some of my paper crafting videos. And then it's just grown from there. They're a really big online shopping website, but they have, I think it's three actual physical shops within the UK. This is the one that's in Chesterfield, as I've mentioned before. I think, can't remember now. So yeah, and it's basically, they have all the new stuff in as well, but they have a lot of what you would call like the end of lines or overstock and things that they wanted to sell off. When I took this video, it was during the January sales, so a lot of the stuff's reduced even further than what it was. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of filming going around the shop. I felt a bit too self-conscious actually talking to myself in the middle of the shop, so I've recorded it and then I'm just going to do a voiceover. We've had to slow it down a bit because when I've tried recording this video already and it was just going far too quickly, so I've got my husband to reduce it down and so I can talk a bit better about the things that we see. So I'm just going to get that video up and then I'll talk you through going shopping. Right, so this is the entrance to the shop, and this is at the far end of the garden centre. So if you go in to Dobby's Garden Centre in Chesterfield, just follow it all straight around the corner and then you'll get to it. Now I'm just turning left onto this bit, which is the first sales section. So as you can see, things are on sale for £1, and then all down that back wall, it was sort of like £1, £2, £3. You know, like it's sort of like the higher the price got further as you went down the row. There's a lot of Crafts Companions own products, but there's also different brands of products that sell through their shop as well. But if you want a really good bargain, then this is a place to go if you can manage to get there. There's stamps and dies, glitters and foils, glue, paper, card, envelopes, anything that you could possibly want to start paper crafting. And I find with the reduced section, it's a really good place for if you did want to just test it out, see whether if you like it. So if you went and got some of these like £1 and £2 pieces, then you know, you're not losing out much if you don't take to it. Yeah, so I've been following Crafter's Companion since they sort of began. That was when I started my paper crafting. So I've got quite a few of their collections, and some of these things I'm showing you here I actually have in my stash, and I am wanting to do videos on them. So that on the right hand side there, I've got the templates to do that, so I want to do it. I just have so many ideas of things I want to do, it's just having enough time to do them. But I like to wait until things go reduced because I couldn't afford to be able to get them all at the full prices. But when they're like £1 and £2, or I think there's some that's 3 for £5 or 3 for £10 or something. These are just some pre-cut die cut toppers for cards, and then some make your own boxes. So yeah, we've got some of the Halloween stuff going on here. So I've got down to the £3 section. There's some of their aqua markers in there, which are one of their types of colouring mediums that they have. And then this little bit of the section's got some of their sewing stuff in. So it's got some threaders, I think it's some sort of vinyl, and then I think there's the storage wallets there, if I can. Yeah, I think they're going to the storage file things that you can get. But like you see there, there's some more, I think not really sure what it's called. It's like plastic stuff that you can sew with. Yeah, so we're down to the £5 and £10 bit a bit now. But all these things that you see, when they originally come out, they weren't this cheap price. So going around here, this is always there. This is the coloured card and paper section. And then on that back wall, they've got the multiple packs, so all in like one colour, but then you get your glitter and your mirror card and your plain. These are some more of the reduced pieces. Some lovely stamps going on there. I've got the snowflake of that one, but the rest of the collection I would like to get one day. And that's just some stickers going off. And this is one of the other brands I was telling you about, Violet Studios. They sell some of their products through the Crafters Companion shop. But I think if you've got the Crafters Companion discount, if you like I think it's bronze, silver and gold or platinum members, you get an extra discount on top of everything, but I don't think it applies to like the Violet Studios and other brands of things. It's just the Crafters Companion own stuff, as far as I know. So yeah, on this one we've got some make your own decorations, which I actually bought a packet of those, and I think it was either £3 or £4, and then I got my discount off on top of it. So that's going to be a video that I want to do for next Christmas. I've got some porcelain baubles for you to decorate, which I've got some of those, and you can do that with polymer clay or papers, lots of different things you can do. Now on this one we've got some, oh no, I'm not going around the corner yet, that's I think that's another companies that was on the top, and then I think there's a snowing snowing template at the bottom. But on this one it's got more of their markers in, and then it's got some really nice stamps going around it. So yeah, there's lots of things for you to be able to pick up and just give it a go, really, if that's something that you're wanting to do. There's some packs that the staff have put together, so it's like a bundle price. What's on the bottom there? I think it's got some ribbon and brads and that sort of thing. Now this is the old style of their ink pads. They've changed it to sort of like a bended teardrop sort of shape. But these are the ones that I've got, and I'll be using them up. But they're reduced down, and I think that's simply because they've changed the packaging on them. So they're trying to sell the old stuff off. And right, so I've gone on to the next one. These are some more of those kits that you can buy to make things. So it's got pretty much everything in it that you need to be able to make them. On the end there, that's one of their cutting machines. That's the mini one that's on top. I have that one. But then it ranges right up to the big Gemini. Then this section here is a new collection, I think, if I remember right. Yeah, it's one of the, oh no, it's not brand new, it's one of the newer ones. And then there's some more of those kits there. Which one I think I got one of these. I can't remember. I might have done, or I've had one at some point because I recognise them. So they're all good fun anyway, for if you just want something easy to make. Then you've got some more toppers and things like that, or bases to make wreaths. So this is all the craft stuff, Christmas stuff that they'll sell off. Now just through there where those ladies were, that is the education area. So like say if you're doing any of their classes, something like that, that's where they all are. Now these are the new releases. I knew that I'd found a bit of it. So they have it as part of a collection, then they'll have a big bundle price generally when it's launched. But if you're prepared to wait, you'll get them cheaper further down the line if that's what you're wanting. So on the left hand side, that's the inks and the pens and pencils and stuff, and I'll be going back round there in a minute. I think what we've got here. Oh, it's got some bows, some wooden stamps by the looks of it, some strings, some ribbons, card bases. Oh, on the bottom of that shelf there, the purple box, that's their own magazine that they bring out every few months. I really like getting that. I've not got the newest one yet. But this looks like it's another newish collection that I've not got any of, because I didn't want to buy any more Christmas papers until I've used up what I've got. I love that paper pad with all the animal prints on. It's really nice. I think that was a box set that was there. Now, yeah, this is a paste, the gilding, flowers, masking, foils, masking tape, spritzers, stamps, stamping platforms, watercolour palettes. You've got some work mats, then you've got your blending tools on the top, and then the white ink pads that you can see there, that's the new shape, and they're sort of like a bended teardrop sort of shape. And you've got your stamping platforms there and your rocker blocks, which is for when you're doing your stamping. And then these are all the different pens and the packs that you can get. Now these are more for my husband. He likes getting these sort of things. He wants the images out of those because he's got all the pens that are actually in the packs. He just wishes that the images would come out just separately so that he could colour them in. And that's Colorista. That's another company. My daughter's got some of their pens and things, but you don't get your discount off them if you're a Crafts Companion member. You just pay what price is actually on the box. These were some reduced paper pads. So we've got some foil papers there, some acetate, really pretty patterns. Then there's some gift bag templates that I've shown before when I showed you the Halloween collection that I got at Christmas. Yeah, that's a Christmas paper pad. I'm just going round. So there's lots of different ones to use. I love that flat. I think I've got that floral one. And again, I've got that many ideas. It's fitting enough time in for me to be able to play with them all. What's these? Oh, these. Some of these can be reduced because they're demo stock. But generally, well, this looks like it's part of one of the reduced areas that they usually have. So like things that are fairly old or they're wanting to sell off and that sort of thing. And they'll be priced up individually or they might be on offer for so long. But yeah, there's either 2 or 3 of these sections where you can just walk around and you just find things for, silly amounts rather than what they would have been when they first were released. So yeah, that's what we've got going on the bottom here. I think there might have been some blending glitters or something on the bottom. Now this video's slowed down to what from. Oh, this is what I mean. So like 3 for £5 or £2 each. So like a lot of these are quite old compared to what the new stuff is now, and this is where I get generally most of my stash was. So whenever I do with the look where I got videos, this is the section that they're in. So stuff that's been used for demo purposes, those will generally be in the clear plastic wallets and a price made up, just simply because it's not got the original packaging and it's been used. Still works absolutely fine, it's just that it's not brand new and in a cardboard package like what they are. But yeah, it just looks all pretty, and whenever I go I also feel really inspired. I think, I'm going to do this when I get home, and I could do this and I could do that with it, and it sort of basically just gets creative juices flowing just being around that environment. I think if I worked there, I won't get much of a wage. I want to end up spending it all on everything. But yeah, that Secret Garden collection, I've got that, and that is a really pretty collection. This is the 3 for £10 section as well. So generally when you're getting around to these ones, it's larger dies and larger stamp sets and things like that. What's that on the bottom? I think that was some inks. Sticky gem sheets. Some more dies. Oh, the autumn collection, that's a really nice one as well that I got in the sale. I think we're getting around to the end of this section now. They've got quite a lot of their sewing collection out on the reduced things at the minute. So that is threaders. So they've got different fabrics and tools and things like that. I've only sort of recently just started going into the sewing section because I'm getting back into doing my quilting and things like that. Yeah, that's the magazine, the newest one, which I've not got yet. So I'm really looking forward to getting it, having a look through. Yeah, so going around into the other sales section now. Yeah, that's one of the other companies that sell through Crafts Companion. And I think the blue one is as well. Yeah, Circus Collection. So like Violet Studios, there we go. It tells you the name of them. So they'll sell quite a bit of their stuff through them, and then they've got some paper punches and gel pens and lots of different stamps, and I think they're pom-poms in jars on the bottom. Sort of like things that you can just accent your cards with. Pre-cut and scored cards and envelopes, which is always a good thing. Now that, I can't remember whether if that's foam or whether if it's cardstock. Can't remember. I like the colours though. There's some topper sheets that are all pre-cut for you. These are just some craft totes. I think they're the Tiffany Company or whatever it says on that card. I've got a purple one of the craft totes. Right, so we've gone off of that bit now. These are, I think these are, yeah, the new reduced ones because they're full price. But those are the scoreboards that you'll see me using in my videos for when I'm doing the paper crafting. You can either get the smaller scoreboard, which is mainly for A4, then there's a bigger one, and then there's also the Crafts Companion Ultimate that you can use. Now, these are some of their sewing kits, so they're the newer things. Not had any of those, but they definitely look interesting. Because at Christmas time I made my mum a teddy bear for Christmas, so that might be something I'll have to have a look at some of their patterns. Now these are some of the what you call a sew along project. So it's got everything in it that you need to be able to make whatever it is that's on the front of that box. So if you if you're just starting out, one of these little kits will be fantastic for you to just give it a try, really. And then when if you really start getting into it, then you'll expand the amount of stuff that you've got. Now these are just some of the tools. Scissors and cutting mats and rotary tools and spare blades. And then the big square thing there, that is for cutting different shapes when you're doing patchworking. And I've got that, but I've not used it yet. I've looked at it and I'm like, oh, I'm a bit scared. Now this is the fabric section. They used to have more in, from what I remember from when I first started going, and it just seems to have got less and less the fabric that's there, unless I'm forgetting something. But these are all the dyes that you can use to do patchworking and applique, that sort of thing. So you're going to get an accurate cut if you're putting it through your machine, and just using the dyes that the sell. Sorry, my mouth's getting a little bit dry. I'm just going to take a little drink. Sorry about that. So yeah, there's a little elephant there, and I think there's some stockings. Now going on to the fabric, there's some fat quarter bundles. That little craft tote on the bottom, that's the one that I've got that I've just mentioned. And then this is just some of their fabric. What's that on the bottom there? Not too sure what that is. It looks a bit like a cutting mat type thing. I'll have a look next time I go in. Some more fabric. And some more kits. So as you can see, there's a wide variety of different things. I think, are they Christmas? Yeah, there's some Christmas fabrics that's there. Don't build a block there for doing patchworking. So I'm presuming it's got the fabric and the templates and cotton and things inside of it, with it being a kit. The ribbons, some more. I think they're crochet kits actually. They're crochet or knitting. Then we've got all their threads. Well, I don't think they're Crafters Companion threaders, but it's Gutterman. And as you can see, they've got lots of lovely wool going along that wall. That is just some of the funky foam that you can get, that you can do flower foaming with. That wreath there that you can see, I've got the kit to do that. Bought that when I found it when it was reduced. Yeah, so it's just lots of things that have just been reduced down. Right, I'll take that off there and I can talk to you a little bit better about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really enjoy going every time that I go. I've got to know the staff, and it's dog friendly. So if you've got a little dog, you can, well, any dog really, you can take your dogs with you and you can browse round, and nobody's going to say anything to you. As long as you clean up after them, if they have an accident, then they're all right with any dog going in. So yeah, there's a few other shops while you're there if you did go to the garden centre. There's a couple of cafes. They're not the cheapest in the world, but if it's just a one-time treat, like a rare treat, then it's not too bad. But for us as a family of 5, it's quite expensive to go to their cafe, so we don't. So yeah, that's it. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask them. I'll answer them as best I can. If you've liked the video, if you could give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, if you consider subscribing, that'd be appreciated too. And I will see you next time showing you something else. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.